Alright, we're going to try this out now. Fancy new gimbal. Is there enough light here? Got a good angle? Does this make me look pretty? So anyway, what I want to talk about today is my new favorite book, Solomon Speaks. Whoa. I'm saying too much of my life. Get out of my life. Getting all personal and stuff. What's wrong with you? I don't even know you like that. People these days. Man. Alright, so I had mentioned before the 6 phrases that 50 different people, 50 different people had said to Dr. Eric Pearl when he was first discovering these frequencies that are here. And I strongly feel that this is part of our awakening, our spiritual evolution, our conscious evolution, that, you know, the Earth has entered into a new phase, a new age, you know, since 2012, I believe that to be true. And we're into an age of enlightenment, that the planet is in a new space, that these new energies are here now that we can access and remember who we are, or be put back in touch with who we are, our multi-dimensional selves, and the fact that these realities we live in, what is it? I don't even know. Multiple realities. There's unlimited number of realities, no unlimited number of yous in other realities and other planes of this existence, of this planet, and probably several other too. The rabbit hole goes deep, so keep digging, man. It's pretty wild. Anyways, so the 6 things that Dr. Eric Pearl's patients all said to him, every single one, all 50. First thing he said was, we're here to tell you to continue doing what you're doing. What you're doing is bringing light and information onto the planet. What you're doing is reconnecting strings. What you are doing is reconnecting strands. You must know that you are a master. And we've become because of your reputation. So what you're doing is bringing light and information onto the planet. Sounds a lot like a light worker to me. Dolores Cannon talks a lot about the light workers and the different different phases, or not phases, different, I can't find the word for this today. It's the second time I'm trying this. Different groups. There's going to be 3 different groups of light workers coming in, 3 different phases, I guess you can say it. You know, the first ones are going to be your older people. They've been here for a while, probably in their 60s, 70s, 50s. And your other ones are going to be your 30s, 40s, most likely. I mean, you can't really put an age into it, but you know, that's what I'm doing. And then your third phase of light workers are going to be the kids. You know, they're not going to have a problem shifting through dimensions when the planet decides to make it shift, as it's coming. You know, we are awakening way too slow. Too few people know these truths. So we need a lot more people to wake up to it, and we need the masses to wake up to it. And everybody isn't going to. They're not going to learn their lesson. They're too stubborn. They're too stuck in their ways. They're not open to information. They're too... Man, it's too late. I'm already started. They're too stuck in their boxes of rationale. You have these little boxes that you put things in, nice and neat. You know, your understandings have to fit into this little box, and if it goes outside of this box, you don't accept that information. Does that sound smart? If you're only going to accept a limited amount of information, then how are you ever going to evolve past a certain point? You're only going to find information that fits inside your box. So if I told you that these scientists have researched these frequencies, and they know a lot about them, and the amount of energy that it carries, and When we showed you this information, when you ask for scientific proof, because you know there's always those people that say if the mainstream scientific proof doesn't prove it, then they're not going to believe it. So we show them scientific proof, and they're like, no, not that scientist. I need another scientist to say. You know what I mean? Like, because it doesn't fit in their box. Stop putting shit in a box. Why does it have to fit in a box? If everything I've learned in the last year was to fit in my old box of Rationale, this sounds stupid, but you know what I'm saying, hopefully, then I would never get to this point where I'm at now. I'm open and accept all new forms of information. And if it resonates with me, great. If not, put it on the shelf. Simple as that. Sorry, it's 5:55. That's great. I love it. Yeah, I know, I should never sing, huh? Alright, so what you're doing is bringing light and information onto the planet. Check. What you're doing is reconnecting strings. What you're doing is reconnecting strands. You know, I thought they both meant DNA, but strings are not DNA. You know, our strands are. You know, we have 2-strand DNA. Well, we're evolving. Originally, we were supposed to have 12 strands of DNA. Now, I don't have any evidence of that, so if that doesn't fit inside your box, too bad! Get a bigger box. Better yet, just break all the walls down, man. You'll be a lot better off. Stop watching TV, stop watching the news. Get away from it. It'll never serve your greatest good. It's just hypnotizing you to believe what they want you to believe. Alright, so the reconnecting strings, I'm thinking about that, and I think it has to do with string theory, which I really don't know much about, and I'm currently researching it a little bit. But I'm not a scientist, so it's kind of confusing. But as far as I can tell, there's string theory and superstring theory, which talks about dimensions or realities. You know, that we're in a matrix, essentially. We're in a holographic universe. That we're constantly projecting, you know, our let's say, Bashar. If you haven't heard of Bashar, he is a consciousness that is channeled. I know I've talked about channels in a previous video, but it has come back to me in information that resonates with me. Like I said, I put it on the shelf, and now it's come back in something that resonates with me. Alright, and this makes a lot of sense. By the way, I heard of Bashar through Everyday Masters. Excuse me. And I've listened to a lot of those sessions or recordings, I guess you could say, and it makes a lot of sense to me. It really resonates with me. So I would encourage you to check it out. But, you know, I feel weird just telling, hey, go check out this dude that channels this consciousness, and well, just do it, and you know, come to your own determination, your own conclusions. If it resonates with you, great. If not, then put it on the shelf. All right. So with string theory, superstring theory, I think reconnecting strings. So we're reconnecting realities. You know, the infinite amount of realities that we're going through. Billions of realities, infinite. I don't know if you can put a number on it. So we're reconnecting those. So what I think and what I've heard also from other people and other sources, that these realities are kind of condensing. It's either that or what Bashar says, that we are going through billions of realities per second. Like billions. So if you choose a fear reality, if you choose to live in fear, then you're going to project and see fear-based reality. If you make the decision to live in love, then you will see less fear, more love. You know, it's a crazy thing, and I wasn't sure about it until a couple of months ago. My brother and I were we were we were freaking out. Like, the world's gonna end. We need to prep. We need to get more food supplies. We need to get this, that, and the third. We gotta get go bags, bug out bags. We gotta get ready. Shit's gonna happen. We're gonna have to leave at any minute. And we were constantly worried about that, stressing out and anxiety and everything. And this is before I really woke up. This was just the beginnings of my awakenings that the world's gonna end. And now I have a different interpretation of that now. That makes a lot more sense. So anyways, if you believe the world's going to end, then you are going to project that reality. You're going to live in that reality where the world... Stinking cat here. So you're going to project that reality, and then you're going to live in fear. And things are going to happen that give you a fear experience. For example, when we were doing that, we were witnessing some crazy storms. Now, there's been a lot of crazy storms and crazy weather going on, but this is beyond that. Like, daily lightning storms and strikes at our houses. Weird funnel clouds that, like, it was like a tunnel going through the sky of a dark rain cloud with just lightning strikes inside of it, but no rain. Like, I was literally fearing at any moment shit's gonna jump off and we're gonna have to bug out and go somewhere, which we didn't have anywhere prepared because we weren't ready for it, and that's why we were freaking out. And then one day I just can't remember what it was. I heard something. I think it was on Naughty Beaver's channel. It was like a recording of some lady talking about what Jesus had said to her or something like that. Anyways, it just went through it, and something in there just automatically gave me complete and utter peace in my life, and I stopped worrying. And those clouds went away. I never saw them again. It was just normal weather. Well, my brother was still living in that, and I told him what happened, and he was still freaking out. He was losing power like every day. Like, power was going out in the house, and it was just crazy. He was like up all night, scared to death because these thunderstorms, these lightning storms were intense. And then all of a sudden, he shifted out of it like I did. Hasn't happened since. For every day for over a month. And it was only at his house. His mom's house didn't experience it. I didn't experience it at my house. Because he was living in that reality. That's what his mindset was fear that this was going to happen. So he was projecting into a reality that was happening. But we're not in that reality anymore. We're in more of a peaceful, loving reality. He hasn't quite reached the level of love and acceptance of people that I have, but we're working on it. By the way, I think he's my only subscriber at this point, so you guys better pick it up, alright? Just kidding. I told you it'd probably be 3 people. I don't count them. Friends and family don't count. Yeah, I guess they do. Yeah. We'll get there. What else was on there? Yeah, you must see and know that you are a master. That's why Case from Everyday Masters named his channel Everyday Masters. Because we're all masters. We are all striving to live in a Christ consciousness, which is an elevated consciousness. Conscious evolution, if you will. And once we all get to this elevated level of consciousness, wow, some crazy things are going to happen. It's going to be a wild, fun time. I can't wait for a mass awakening. I don't think it's going to happen to, like, the masses that I was thinking before. Like, everybody is going to wake up at one time, and I don't think that's going to happen. I think a majority of people are not going to be able to handle this information. And those who are meant to, those with the ears to hear and the eyes to see, that can exist outside of their little boxes of rationale, might evolve to a higher level of consciousness. Which, by the way, you can't escape this matrix until you do that. Until you stop living in fear. Until you stop watching the television. This is literally a matrix that we're in. And the Witness in the Desert event kind of proved that to us. You know, a lot of people getting together in love, happiness, fellowship, and they shut it down immediately. They wouldn't even let it. They didn't even wait for people to get there to shut it down. They just shut it down before the event even started. Overall, you know, I'm not even getting into it. It didn't work out. It worked out for me though, because now I'm here making these videos on the time off I have. So, let me know what you guys think. Check out Bashar again, Everyday Masters. Love the guy, love his videos. They make me feel. I'm always so happy when I watch him. You know, it's great. He's a funny dude. You know, I hope I can get as many followers as he has. Really, I don't care. You know, if it resonates with you, great. If not, yeah, move along. I hope it resonates with you, though. I love you guys. Yeah. What we're doing is bringing light and information onto the planet. Let's elevate our consciousness. Let's level up. Let's shift to a new reality. Try it. If you're living in fear, stop and make a decision to live in love. And do that every day, all day, every day. Every decision you make, think about, is this a decision I'm making based on fear or love? If it's not based on love, then examine why. What belief do you have that is not allowing you to examine that or make that decision in love? Why is it got to be fear? And if you're afraid of it, what belief is keeping you afraid of it? There's really nothing you should be afraid of, in my opinion. You know, you gotta conquer your fear of death, and then all other fears kind of just go away. I mean, not really. You gotta do a little bit more work than that. It's an inside job. You know what I mean? You gotta do some work. You know, it's not gonna be given to you. You can't just. Anyways, so yeah, that's all I want to say. We're at 18 minutes. Oh wow. I'm gonna keep them under 20 minutes. I'm trying to keep them to 10 minutes. Unbelievable how easy it is to talk for just 18 minutes. Like I said, I got a lot to say. I hope you guys like what I'm bringing here. If not, let me know. I'll read the comments. Probably won't watch this for a while because I have like 1 subscriber right now. So when I get, when you guys pick up the pace and start realizing that I'm awesome and leaving comments, I'll read them. All right, I love you guys. Oh yeah, and then like the video and stuff.